In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NBA game happening on May 21st, 2023, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game. So 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NBA game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Celtics versus Miami Heat. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals takes place on Sunday when the 2-seed Boston Celtics travel to take on the 8-seed Miami Heat. The Heat have taken a commanding 2-0 lead in the series after winning both games in Boston. In Game 2, the Heat won 111-105 as 9.5-point underdogs. Jimmy Butler lead the way for Miami with 27 points, while Jason Tatum led the Celtics with 34 in a losing effort. Some might say, if you lose the first 2 games of a series at home, you're done. It's over. Sayonara. See you next year. Whether that's the case here, we shall see, but the Celtics are in a deep hole, down 0-2 heading to Miami for Game 3 of their Eastern Conference Finals matchup. The Boston Celtics are now desperate for a win after coming up short to the Heat in a heartbreaking 111-105 home loss in Game 2 on Friday. Jason Tatum led the team with 34 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists on 10 of 20 shooting. Jaylen Brown added 16 points, while Robert Williams and Malcolm Brogdon scored 13 points each. As a team, the Celtics shot 46% from the field and 10 of 35 from the three-point line as they exploded for 33 points in the third quarter to build a 12-point lead, only to fall victim to a 24-9 run to see their lead disappear. Still, the Celtics had their chances to make up for their mistakes in the fourth quarter, but they just couldn't slow down the Heat's Jimmy Butler once again, and it cost them. The Boston Celtics are averaging 115 points on 48.8% shooting and allowing 109.5 points on 45% shooting. The Boston Celtics are shooting 38.6% from beyond the arc and 81.9% from the free throw line. The Boston Celtics are allowing 36.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 42.7 rebounds per game. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat are now looking to take a commanding 3-0 series lead after outlasting the Celtics in a thrilling comeback win in Game 2. Jimmy Butler led the team with 27 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Bam Adebayo racked up 22 points with 17 rebounds and 9 assists, while Caleb Martin and Duncan Robinson contributed 25 and 15 points respectively. As a team, the Heat shot 45% from the field and 9 of 26 from the three-point line as they looked to be in trouble when they fell behind in the third quarter, but they stayed within striking distance and made their move with 36 points in the fourth quarter to earn the crucial victory. The Miami Heat are averaging 114 points on 47.3% shooting and allowing 109 points on 46.1% shooting. The Miami Heat are shooting 37.6% from beyond the arc and 80.3% from the free throw line. The Miami Heat are allowing 33.5% shooting from deep and are grabbing 41.1 rebounds per game. The Celtics are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 12-5 against the spread in their last 17 games overall. The Heat are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games and 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 games overall. The over is 10-3 in Celtics' last 13 overall. The over is 21-7 in Heat last 28 overall. The Celtics are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Miami and 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 meetings. The Celtics could easily be up 2-0 heading into Miami, but they are now in deep trouble after dropping both of their home games. Jimmy Butler has been leading the way for the Heat, but it hasn't just been a one-man show as players like Adebayo, Martin, and Robinson all stepped up their production in Game 2. The Boston Celtics are getting the benefit of the doubt because this is their season, as the series is all but done if they go down 0-3. However, the Heat has looked like the better team this series. They're at home with the better coach, and they've dominated in this underdog role all playoffs. In fact, the Heat has covered 9 of their last 12 playoff playoff games as an underdog, and 8 of those covers were outright victories. The Heat also has lost just one home game since March 26th, which was the play-in game against the Hawks. The Celtics refused to double-team Butler, and he has already burned them twice. There is no player like Jason Tatum and no team like the Boston Celtics in these NBA playoffs. For the second straight game, Tatum disappeared in the fourth quarter in Game 2, going 0 for 3 from the field and failing to grab a rebound. The Celtics were up by as many as 11 points, but then Grant Williams taunted Jimmy Butler and the Heat went on to win by 6. Boston finds itself now down 2-0 in the series after 2 home games, and coming back from that is almost impossible. As a franchise, they're 0-5 in conference finals when trailing 2-0 in a series, and 2 of those losses came against the Miami Heat. So do they stand a chance in Game 3? They're just 1-4 straight up against the spread in the last 5 meetings with Miami, but have covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 games at Casey Center. If there was any doubt on who the best postseason performer has been so far, Jimmy Butler put all those debates away with Friday's performance. He finished with 27 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. He is a man of many talents, and the Heat are utilizing him to the maximum of his potential. The Heat are undefeated in 5 home games this postseason, and yet the oddsmakers have them as 3-point underdogs for this game. When going up 2-0 in a series, Miami has the most wins without a series loss in NBA history at 19-0. They'll be feeling good about themselves the rest of the way. Miami is 5-0 at home this postseason and has a chance to all but end the series in Game 3. The Heat know if they go up 3-0, the likelihood of a Boston comeback is minuscule. Jason Tatum is the best player for Boston, but he has not made a single field goal in the fourth quarter this series, but he has had 5 turnovers. The coaching mismatch is becoming more obvious every quarter as Spoelstra is coaching circles around Mazzulla. The Celtics do not have an answer for Jimmy Butler's playoff intensity, and the Heat crowd will be amped up to play against Boston. The Heat have been dominant all postseason. They are not your typical 8 seed. There is no reason to fade the Heat now. The trend continues as Miami will take Game 3, so the Miami Heat to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Miami Heat have transformed from a low-scoring, great defensive team that played games in the 90s and low 100s into a 3-point shooting offensive juggernaut that has been an over monster in the playoffs. 7 of their last 10 playoffs games have gone over, including the first 2 games of this series. The Celtics are basically in a do-or-die moment here, so I expect them to come at Miami with everything they have. That means Miami will have to bring it offensively, and they have had no problem putting up points against this Celtics defense. Miami is known for their defense, as Butler and Adebayo are 2 of the best defenders in the league, but they have been cashing overs all postseason. 4 of the last 5 Heat games have gone over the total, and Game 2's total was identical to this 214.5 total line. Both teams are filled with perimeter stars who can fill it up, and there are shooters all over the floor. The only non-shooter who gets meaningful minutes in this series is Robert Williams III. Every other player can knock down the open 3. The over is 11-2 in Celtics' last 13 games playing on 1 day's rest. We are going to stick with the recent trends, so this one will go past the total number 2. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.